Okay, I got some plywood from Lowe's to put in here. I already did the measurements. Let's lift this up. Why I want to do that, I shall explain. Let's turn some lights on, shall we? Okay, so there's the water heater. That's the motor, the fan thing, the house fan for the heat and the air conditioning. But when that's down, you know, it's noisy. It's you're watching TV, projector, whatever, using the TV, the projector, one or the other. That goes on and off. It's just annoying. So I got a piece of plywood to put here. It's gonna swing open if I do this properly, and we'll make it quieter. It's not gonna be a big deal. This is a nice gap between where that's gonna be to here. Good 1.5 feet easily. That's number 1. 2, this doesn't even get hot. 3, there's another opening over here to help with the breathing. Let's open that up. There you go. So that side won't be so bad because it's not gonna, that doesn't make any noise, the water heater, very little. But it should do a nice noise suppression for this area, because especially when there's a speaker pointed out on the wall here, part of the surround sound. Speakers everywhere. I think there's my camera got some schmutz on it a little bit. I'm a professional, aren't I? Okay, so got the plywood in the garage. Gonna redo my measurements. Put some hinges on there. I got paint for it. Make it like a matte black or a little bit of a sheen, not glossy. So it should match this. So as I know, there's a little height in here, which is no big deal. I could take this off. Let's do that now. Put this on the floor. Okay, so now it's open. So I might just leave a little clearance here, which is fine. Come under the molding. So it'll swing open under the molding, because I want to keep the mold in there because it looks good. Because there's probably a good inch right here. So that's fine. It will swing under it. And it's going to swing outward. Blocking Tony Soprano and Don Mattingly. I'll just roll the dehumidifier if I ever have to open this. And I just run a little hole. There'll be a little clearance on the bottom for the little self-pumping dehumidifier that goes to the condensation pump, which also goes outside the house that way. So it's phase 1. Measure. I got the parts. I shall continue this video. Here's the plywood in the truck. It's 1/2 inch. It's perfect. 48 inches matches the width of that opening. Going to be about 70 inches high. This is 8 feet right now. I got it in my Pilot. This is how I did it. Very deceiving. This truck has a lot more room than people know. It went above my head. Did not hit my head when I was driving. Perfect. Love this truck. Look at that. Perfect. So I'm going to get that out. Cut it to the size. Should be real simple to do, but I don't want to jinx myself. Got some nice hinges. Got some light here. These guys right here. So it's good, it's longer. It goes a little bit into the wood, so it'll give more support. These are heavy duty. 2 of them should be good. It's not that heavy as plywood. Little hooks. Some satin black. That's what it's called. Main parts. Candy. Jesus. I might get this done today. No. I can continue work on my RC trucks too. But I gotta do this little plywood thingy so we can enjoy our entertainment center a little better. No. I might be selling that Harrow in the future, by the way. I'll keep everybody updated on that one. Alright. Next phase is taking it out, and then measurements, painting. I'll be back. Okay, tape measure time. Downstairs first, markings are here. I'll be back. $70 inches. Now I get the little Ryobi cutting jammy. Make some noise. Uncut this plank. This way. My arms aren't that long. Finito. Perfect. Got the side I wanted. Trying to bring it downstairs. Make sure it lines up properly. Bring it back up, and then painting time. You know what that means? Sawdust in my mouth. Don't on Velcro your gloves with your mouth. Sawdust teeth. Okay, be back again. Alright, so I just have it leaning. That's perfect. It's going to have it come up just a little bit for the hose. So I'll have a little bit of clearance top and bottom. Not as much as it looks there because it's leaning back. So it's going to look perfect. It should be perfect. I want a slight clearance on the bottom, which is probably going to be about a 1/4 inch top and bottom. So it fits under the molding. So when it's pulled forward, it's going to look good. So it's cut perfect. Excellent. Now I got to bring it back up there. Paint this mofo, get the hinges on, bring the biatch back down here and screw that shite to the wall. Going good. You see, that went well. I used about a half can. It's gonna have like a sheen to it. It's like a satin finish, so it's not gonna be glossy, which is gonna be nice. Now I just let it dry. Very simple. I know I didn't probably use the appropriate brush, but that's what I used to dry lock the basement walls in some spots. So maybe I'll clean that brush off and get another life out of it. It worked. So now I could go make some lunch. It is 2:33. Let that dry. Girlfriend ain't home until another 6 hours, so this has got plenty of time to dry. And I got plenty of time to put it in the basement. Gonna eat. Watching the rest of the swingers in the garage while I'm eating. I'll be back once again. Okay, so it's painted. This is hours later, by the way. 3.5 hours later or more. I think it was like 2:30 when I did the last recording. So I just have a place there. It's dry and it fits perfect. The little gap, that'll be tightened up once I elevate it a hair, put the hinges on. So there'll be a little ground clearance because I was showing the hose from the dehumidifier run underneath it to the condensation pump, and then it drains outside. And then I got the little hinges, the little hooks. So I'm gonna just oh, it's good that I chose the satin paint, by the way. It's still drying a little bit, but it's actually pretty dry. Little spots that might be a little wet, but not bad. So it gives a nice sheen. Like I said, it would match this paint, which it pretty much will. I didn't want it glossy, I didn't want it matte, so like a nice sheen satin ended up working. So I'm going to put the back into the time-lapse mode here, I think. And I'm just going to do my little measurements, hinges, screw gun, and just putz around and see how good or bad this comes out. Oh. Alright, time-lapse after this. Okay, so these are the hinges that I was told to get by the Lowe's employee, and I think he was right, because this will go further into the door, offer more leverage. That will go into the frame. So the hooks I'm going to use are these little hook dinghies here, gate hooks. That's all I really need. I gotta keep something on while I do this, I'll be bored. So I might have to move some sectionals around. So, and then I'll put the heat on and test it and see how much quieter it is. But I want to get this done first. So I'm gonna find a spot to put this damn GoPro and put it in remove this sectional just a hair. There we go. I just kicked it over. So I'm gonna find a spot to put this thing in, because I don't know where to put it. I got so much stuff in the way here. Maybe I'll move this piece and then have a clear shot, and it'll give me more room to work with. So let's elevate this puppy. There'll be no audio in time-lapse mode, but you get to watch what I do for now. So I'm gonna time. Alright, I think I need a leveler. Either the wall's a little off, or the floor, ceiling, earth. Something's just a little off. So I'm gonna get the leveler. Let's get the big one. Just take a little walk. I don't feel like stopping the video, starting, stopping, stopping, starting. We're gonna get the big jammy. You know what? I can take both. Why not both, right? I'm here now. The shorty and the longy. Let's try this again. That's the St. Patrick's Day tree. Not Christmas. St. Patrick. Alright, I'm going to probably put this back in time-lapse mode here. And you could watch me do my little leveling, figuring outer. So let's tighten this back up, and let's go back to time. Had to get some band-aids. Keep cutting myself. I'm using a razor, not a knife type thing, and nothing too bad. But I get some band-aids, something a little sharper. It's almost there. It's just it's binding a little bit, so I'm just shaving things down a little and dropping things. I'm gonna need a vacuum when I'm done too. Rangers pregame is on. First game with Patrick Kane. So it's gonna be fun to watch. So, oh boy, look at that one. The gusher. Those stupid razor, man. Those cuts are just you don't even feel them. You just feel warm and it's blood on your finger. So I'm gonna, I guess I'll stop this video and get back to it. Okay. Some band-aids, but not to call it the big boy. Do some quick shaving with this. Let me show you my my boo-boos. Got a boo-boo 1, boo-boo 2. I should do that. Boo-boo 2, boo-boo 3. It's a really sharp razor. This freaking thing, man. I got blood on the knife. It's a very, very sharp. Too sharp. So I'm just gonna end it quick with this. Some quick shavings, loud noise, and the cat's gonna be scared. Time-lapse mode. Number 88, Patrick Kane. Okay, the door looks like it's working now. I did some sloppy shaving. I'm not a carpenter. I'm just one that figures things out on my own. Far from perfect, but it's working. I gotta put the little hooks on there, the little latches. I have it protruding on purpose, just a little bit here, just so it could swing open all the way. If I didn't do that, it wouldn't open all the way. I want it to open all the way for access. So I put the little hooky thingies, and it could recess a little bit. And the light on in there, you know, you won't see any light because there's no light on, which is on now. So I could have it recessed a little bit, the little hooks. I think it's gonna be all right. Better than that pull-up curtain thing. When I put the heat on, try it. It should be a lot quieter. And when we watch our movies and shows, you're not gonna hear the damn blow motor thing, the AC and the air conditioning, the heat. So there's the man cave. Still not done in here. I'm going through things to sell and get rid of. But the TVs are set up, surround sound set up in here, the old school systems, some CRTs and a plasma, crawl space, that way, pool table, computer room, more stuff to get rid of. Neo Geo and a big arse Mitsubishi rear projection. It's a 46-inch, $25 TV I got it in the States though. I like it. So I'm gonna finish this. I gotta get the vacuum, clean up this mess. I'm gonna stop this video and start again. There'll be more. Vacuumed. Hook time. Time to be a hooker. Why not? Time elapse, you ask? Sure, why not? GoPro battery's getting low. Fine, but I'm done anyway. So that's it. You saw me vacuum. I have an extra piece of molding for down there, and it's in the garage somewhere. But once I turn the light off in there, it won't look better. But I did it like this. It's gonna be recessed a little bit. That's fine. Reason being, it can't go anywhere. Any way at all. You do that, and then voila. And it can open all the way. Whoopsies, sorry, screw gun. So let's lock it up. I do that, and then they go boom. Now you can see there's plenty of room. Easy, more than 18 inches there. And it's got this part to breathe. Let me turn this light off. A little button jammy. Alrighty. Now lower this screen here. That water tank protrudes out a little bit, so there's not much I could do on this side. So that's that. And then that's gonna be that. I think it looks good. I don't know what happened there. I got the speakers on, you can hear the surround. Right here's the crowd out of this one. Commentating over here.
And there's no way to correct that mistake.
So it's either the OLED or the projector. I got the OLED on right now. Now I gotta fix this mess. I'm hungry. I gotta eat. I've been doing this most of the day. Everything cost me $56 from Lowe's. The plywood, hooks, hinges. I also got metallic blue spray paint, clear silicone, hinges, hooks, plywood. I thought there was another object. Oh, the black paint. Look at this. Kreider just scored. 1-0 Rangers. That's right. Let me put this on since they scored. It's hooked up to the surround sound. You want me to do it again? I don't have it that loud, so it doesn't sound loud. 1-0 Rangers on a Kreider breakaway. I'm gonna finish this up, eat. I'm gonna watch the rest of this game. Door's done. More house projects eventually. Thank you for watching. I'm sure the comments are gonna be full of hate. You didn't use the right paint. Why'd you use the hook and the ring and the hinges? I've been doing this for 7,500 years. You homeowners think you know everything. Sorry, I'll miss to fix it, and I don't give a crap. I do it the way I like. It looks good to me. And that's it. Game over. Let's go Rangers.